Hello there. I have something important to tell you. Your house is haunted. This may surprise you, or it may not. I don't know. I don't care, really. That's only part of what I have to tell you. And that's only the start. I guess introduction would be better, because it definitely didn't start there. A long time ago, at least it feels like a long time ago anyway. A little girl lived in your house. She would sit not very far from where you are and play every day. Sometimes she would draw, but usually she would play with a doll. There were two reasons for that, and the main one was just because she loved little Amelia. She loved to draw, too. But then there was the other reason. She didn't want to use up her crayons. She was always careful to never press too hard so they wouldn't break, and she wouldn't use too much. Just what she needed. Rose was a cheerful and sweet little girl, so there was no reason for her to be. Her family was poor, very, and less than ideal. Both of her parents were alcoholic and had trouble holding down a job and their tempers. They didn't beat her, usually anyway, and they needed to get into a lot of trouble for that. One another is another story. And probably never a day in her life that she wasn't witness to at least yelling. And yelling almost always led to throwing or hitting. They never cleaned up the mess either, but she would, once they went to sleep. It was reasonable that she was a little afraid of people, because every night she saw nearly the worst of them. She had no friends. Well, if you asked her, she would tell you otherwise. And there was always Amelia, of course. She was never afraid of animals, though, and they were never afraid of her. Parents were especially fond of her. Maybe they could sense she was like them, frightened, hungry, and alone, taking care of herself, living off human scraps, and through the pure fact there were better things to worry about. But, also like strays, she wasn't ignored by everyone. One day her parents didn't come home. Who knows where they went or why? It hardly matters now. Instead, a strange woman came in. She was quick taping the child's mouth, so the girl turned at the distinct crack. No scream had time to escape. It pressed against the tape as a moan instead. Now I'll save you most of the details. You don't need to be told about every cut, whimper, tear, and broken bone. All you really need to know is the neighborhood had a few less cats and dogs, and little Amelia was nothing more than unrecognizable little scraps. And the woman had left no trace behind at the end of it. At this point, I have no doubt that you're thinking about checking the internet just to be safe, or calling neighbors or family to see if they know. There's no point, though. She had no family other than the two deadbeats that had been raising her up till then, and the neighbors hardly ever noticed her. No one would report her missing, even if the killer had slipped up and lost a little trace. There is no story for you to find, even if you had more time to search, even if you had all the time in the world. Burying her with no trace was harder. Carefully, though, the woman went back to the berry patch. Is that still there, by the way? I forgot to check every time in the backyard. Those berries were so sweet, but I digress slightly. She took the shovel with surgical precision beyond even that which she used in the procedure back in the house, in your spot. She cut around under the roots and lifted it up before digging down. What was left of the girl, and the cats, and the dogs, was dumped in the hole. The hole was filled in. The wild strawberry blanket was laid back. That was the closest thing to a trace, that little bit of extra bulge. She likes you. She says that you're a good person, and she likes to watch you, but it makes her a little sad sometimes. But really, she likes seeing someone normal in that house she used to hate. Now, just sit still a moment. This will be quick. Well, not really. It'll take a while. But in the grand scheme, it will be. Then poor little Rose can have a friend for real. And I can have a new playmate, even though she begged me not to do it. Tell me, do you like berries?